Hey guys, I'm back for a little bit. I want to do a little quick announcement that if you're OCD, you might not want to watch this video. It's July. This is when I get ready for all my shows, and I've got stuff everywhere. I've got a drill over here, cutters over here, rulers, a whole bunch of bead stuff. And I just didn't want to clean it all up because I knew I was going to end up taking it all out with the video. So I left it alone. So I'm still going through a lot of old clay and clay that I don't use very often. So this is going to be a little bit interesting, but I'm going to try and show you what I got. So I got all the metallic colors. I've got gold, I have rose gold, copper, bronze, graphite pearl, regular pearl, and I do have some translucent, and I needed something to make this pop, so I used peacock pearl. So we're going to do a Mokume Gane, and we're just going to see how this is going to turn out. The only thing I'm missing in here, oh, I also have 18 karat gold, but I am missing antique, I think it's an antique bronze or antique gold, which I really wanted to use, but unfortunately I don't have any. So again, as usual, all we do basically is throw a bunch of colors together, and I always use translucent to kind of give it a little bit of depth here. So we're going to do a rose gold, oh, and definitely a graphite pearl, and a regular pearl. I'm just setting them up. There's no order to any of this. It's just stacking it all. And I think I might have some gold leaf. I could try and use a little bit of that. So I hope you guys are all well. I'm sorry it's been a while since I've been here. But I think this is going to be the new norm for a while. Because my son is in between jobs. He just went back today, but he was off since the beginning of July. And the husband obviously is home every day after work. So it's not like, I don't know, it's not like I got a whole lot of time to play. Because it's really hard to play when you got everybody home. And yeah, that just makes it really difficult. So, unfortunately, it may just be once a month that I'm able to get in here and make stuff. Alright, so I do definitely want a lot of blues in here. Notice how I've got all this right here, but not a whole lot of blue. I'm going to stick one blue in here before I squish all this down, and then I can't do anything about it. Okay, so we'll do an 18 karat gold. I'm going to do a regular pearl and a gold. Do another bronze. I'm going to do that and that. And a silver. Go for another bronze on top. Definitely going to go for a bronze on the bottom, because I want that darkness. I've got colors scattered all over the place because I just didn't have any room. I've got so much stuff around me. Okay, and let's see, how do we want to top this off? I don't think we're going to need all the rest of it. So I want to use all the pearl. do more graphite here. I'm going to put a graphite in here. So a total of what? One. Oh, I thought I used a little bit more graphite, but I guess I didn't. Got one right there. I'm going to put one right here. Alright. That's a big sandwich we got there. So we're going to do another blue, pearl, translucent, graphite, (18-karat) pearl, bronze, alright, I think we're done. I don't have any more. I've got a whole lot more pearl. Oh, I didn't use that much pearl, did I? So now I'm just going to look. So I've got a pearl in there. Got a pearl there, pearl there, pearl there. I think I got enough pearl. Oh well, we're going to find out, right? So we're going to get all this stuff out of my face now. Well, I didn't use a whole lot of copper. I cut 6 of each. So I still have 5. But I think the copper and the rose gold, they're pretty close. So I'm not going to worry about that. And I think I cut extra pearl. So I'm going to set that aside over here. And then the rose gold and the copper. And the silver. I used 3 silvers. Alrighty, well, what are you going to do, right? So now the fun part of reducing this down. Alright, so now we just need a little brayer. It's been pretty hot out here, so I'm very lucky that this isn't as sticky as I thought it would be. I've been running our air conditioner for the past couple of weeks, and unfortunately, that made our air conditioning bill $600. It's the only thing I hate in the summer about Southern California is just how expensive everything gets. And there's nothing you can do. Your swamp cooler doesn't work past 95. So when it starts getting, you know, into the triple digits, it's not like we really have a choice. So it has been warm. Been trying to declutter the garage a little bit, but we tried going in there and it was, yeah, that was a mistake. It was just a little too hot. So I've been trying to do a little bit each day. I've been doing a lot of decluttering in here. I got more check beads in. I have not gone through those yet. I do have canes on my website at meandthemutts.com. You'll just have to go to the collection of polymer clay beads and canes, and you'll find them there. Some are cheap, some are regular priced. I try to make it comparable to everybody else's that I saw, but a little cheaper. So if you're interested in the canes, that's where they are. I'll leave a link to the website after this video. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and cut this in half, and then we'll do this one more time. And as you can see, I'm not really worried about all of this because I want it to be a smorgasbord of color. There's not really any pattern to it, so I don't really worry about that. So what are we at? We're about 4.5. So as long as we get it somewhere in the middle, we're okay. Okay, so there's all of our colors. All right. So now we're going to do this again. But I really wanted that antique gold. I don't know where it could have gone. I don't use it at all. I think I've used it once and then fell in love with it. And actually, oh no, it's a pair of earrings I had already made. I'll have to show that to you one day. Okay, so you don't want to keep cutting and squishing because then all your colors are going to blend into each other. So usually 2 is where I stop. Okay. So now we got the fun part of putting holes and stuff in it. And some of them I don't put holes in. Some of them I just like putting kind of like lines in there. Look at this. I got a pair of tweezers. I have no idea what this will do. I've never used them before. But why not, right? Let's just put some holes around here. Okay. This is where you let creativity just take over. So this is like a knitting needle. And on this, I just like to push it in and smush that clay around. And that'll give you your really pretty striations. Not easy sometimes when your hands aren't that great, but just keep pushing it down. Okay, so there's 2. I'm just going to kind of put it back together here. And then we'll use some square cutters. You know me, I usually use round cutters when I do it this way, but I'm going to go a little different this time. Okay. I'm going to put something really big right in here. So we're going to do a big hole right here. And let's just do a couple more small holes. Well, I got a pen here. And that's it. So we're just going to take the knife now, or the blade. Same thing, still cuts. And I'm just going to chop. Okay. All right. So now we are going to squish it all together. And look at this side, just of what it looks like. I like this. I like this a lot. So if I don't like the cut that I make going straight this way, I may end up using it this way. So I also have a new little thing here. Which one of you is going to win when we get to 10,000 people, or 10,000 subscribers. I think we've talked about this before. So I'm going to pull her out because I have not tried it yet. So I had to get me one because I need to try something before I advertise it. I don't know if I'm going to have room here to do this, but I just want to see really quick. Taking it from this side. Oh, that's pretty cool. Not perfect, but it's pretty cool. Okay, now we're going to put them back though. Alright, so let's pull her out. Oh. So this is the Lucy Clay slicer. And I think my clay is probably too soft to even use it. And like I said, I had the grandkids here this weekend, so I made sure everything was pretty much locked up. So, just by pulling it out, I can tell you the only thing that so far that I don't like is that there's no lines or anything. Okay, that would be one, you know, because those would be really nice in order to get that perfect cut, right? Number two, this thing to push it. So I guess it's okay if you have it marked. So I would probably, I'll do that now. Let's just take a gold Sharpie here. Okay. We're going to line that up right there. Yeah, great straight line, right? Okay, but I would like to be able to do that on every one. I'll use alcohol and take that off and redo it. So if that makes sense, where, you know, you want to go 1 or 2 or 3 so that you get those even slices. But as it is now, it's not the easiest to get perfectly lined up slices. So that would probably be the only problem with this. Am I going to like it? I don't know. You know, is it going to be easier for me to use by myself? Maybe. Okay, so now we're just going to push this. But see, you have to figure out, you know, how many slices you get. And I don't like that. Because if I just have to eye it, then I might as well just eye it. The only thing that's good about it is that you get that even slice all the way down. But see, I don't know where I started, where I ended. So you kind of got to look at it and go, okay, that looks about right. So I noticed somebody 3D printed one. Cindy Leitz showed it on her website. And it was actually pretty cool. So what I'm going to do with this, I'm just going to Oh, we'll make one more. And it clicks. So you can actually count the click as you're turning your knob. I like that. I know she charges like 90 bucks and everybody's asking me, oh, are you going to make one of these? It's like, no. Because one, it probably takes a day, if not 2 days to make it. And I'm not going to spend 2 days on a print. I don't have that many printers to lose for a day. So this is our Mokume Gane. Isn't that just really pretty? And I love the way the pearl the blue kind of made it pop. So we're just going to work with this. Oh, look at this. I just really, really like this. And I'm not one to make a pendant. But right there to me is pendant material. Just put that on something else and make a square. But I don't know if people wear pendants or not. But that is so pretty. And I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this yet. So I'm just going to take one. I'm going to take this one and I'm going to put it through the pasta machine at a number 2. I'm starting at 0. I may go a little bit more because it didn't do anything at a 0. So a 2 and a 3. Okay. So that's what we have. That was run through a 4. Look at that. Oh, these are going to look so good. Now we just need that perfect shape. I'm going to put bronze on the back of this. You could either use bronze or gold. You can use any color you want, actually. But I think I am going to use bronze, because I just love bronze. So I'm going to make a pendant and a pair of earrings. And it looks like one of my last orders is done, so I better get that out first. Then we'll come back and show you what it looks like all sanded, and definitely resin on this one. Okay, so we're going to take this to a 2. And this is going to be for the earrings. And this is what happens when you don't plan. You just throw a bunch of colors together. They just look really nice. Whenever I think of doing something, it always seems to get worse. I think that might be a little too thick for earrings. So I'm just going to cut a little piece right there just to look. Might not be bad. Okay, so we're just going to cut this out. I really do like that. That does seem really, really thick though. So we're going to go back through the pasta machine. I did a 0, a 1, and I'm going to end at a 2. Okay. So that's that. Look at that. Perfect backing. So for this, we are going to take some of our green stuff here. I don't think I have any new shapes that would look good with this. So let me find a shape that will do this piece justice. Oh, could you imagine? This is has a hair slide. Okay, that's another thing I can do. I've got plenty of this, don't I? Oh, I just love this. This one turned out really good. All right, let me go get some cutters. All right, for finding a cutter is very difficult around here. I have over 900 cutters, but I stopped making sets out of them because I literally have no room to put them. And it's like, how do you figure out what shape to use? So I saw these. So I figured we'd use these, right? And then obviously it's matching it all up. So might have to come sideways, about right there. And then sideways maybe. I mean, obviously they're not going to be the same, and I get that. Okay, so we're going to do that. As far as a necklace or pendant on this one, I don't know yet. I almost thought of doing like a collar, but I don't know how well collars sell. I don't wear them. I mean, that might be pretty nice for a pendant. I think I'm just going to do these two. Oop. Oh, I hate when that happens. And then to get this piece out, so I'm going to have to fix that. Put a little bit of cornstarch. Okay, so I'm not going to have enough to do another one there. So we'll do that on the next one. I am going to do one of these. And then I'm just going to have to make out another slab to make the rest of this. Usually I do the whole slab, and today I just want to do one piece. And that didn't really work like I wanted to. Okay, we're going to put all this on here. Okay, so I'm just going to show you what it looks like unbaked, because it's going to be so much different when it's baked. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out a couple more slabs, a couple more pieces to give me a set, and I will come back and show you when they're all done. So I'll be back in a little bit. Alrighty guys, so we are back with our finished pieces. So let me get a tile to put these on. And I have to say that resin just made all the glitter and sparkly stuff come right out. And I know it doesn't do justice on the camera, but boy, you take these outside and they are absolutely sparkly. So let's pull this one right here. See how sparkly they came out? So I promised myself, obviously, that I would make a piece of jewelry out of these as soon as I was done with them. So we're going to do a couple of them here. Now with this, you could either take a jump ring and put it just right through the hole and connect it. Or you can put a bail in there. Or just drill a hole right here and another hole right in here, which is what we're probably going to do. So I think, yeah, I like to keep the centers where they belong. So this one just looks odd. It just does not look like it belongs. But I have this little extra one here. And I don't think this one goes in any of these, actually. Because this is just a bunch of striated lines, and I don't think that's going to work. So this one looks like it should be here. Right there. Okay, so we're just going to want the hole right here in this yellow piece. It's going to be a little loud. I know I do have a very small drill bit. Look at this. It is so small. And I just use a Dremel. I really want to buy a cordless one. Just something a little smaller and easy to put in my hands. I need some WD-40 here. I don't know if this drill is made for this small of a bit. It works. It's just really tight in there. Alright, so I'll just turn this on low and it won't be quite as loud. And then you're just going to take the center and it was the yellow, I think, so we're just going to put it anywhere. It really doesn't matter. I don't know why I'm making such a big deal. Okay, so I'm going to put a hole right there on the top. And it'll come across about right there. And my problem is the fact that I can never get these perfect. Okay, I'm sure. Okay, so this one is this one. And I'm pretty sure this one is this one. You know, I don't think it is. I think the pieces that I made didn't turn out good. And so I ended up cutting 2 extra pieces because these don't match up at all. Okay, now if you want to get your holes the same size as the other one, I just put them together like this. Yeah, see, this is just such a heavy drill. And that way you normally get the same size by doing it that way. As far as this, I'm probably going to need a bigger hole. One thing I learned, that if you have a piece that's resin, I usually go through the front when I drill a hole. Okay, I don't think I need one this big. We will soon find out. So if I go in from the back, out the front, then you're going to go out the front. It's that one. And in through the back. And should have one more set of pliers here. Okay. You're just going to go side to side a few times, and that will work harden the jump rings. So I'm going in through the front, out the back. So you're going to go in through the back and out the front. Now you could make these a stud, but then this would be sitting right on your earlobe, and I think these would be way too close. So that's why I usually don't stud anything like this. Now if these were smaller and longer or something like that, I would probably do that. And unfortunately, the way this is going to hang, I don't think I need that big. When it hangs like this, you're going to need another jump ring after this. And that's going to hook the earring post to it. Unless you got an earring post that, God, I'm out of words today and I haven't even started. If your earring hoop or whatever you're using, the ear wire, if it's faced sideways, then you're going to need two of these. Want to connect this piece and want to connect the piece to the earring, the wire. So I'm just going to put both of these on here for now. Okay. As far as gauge, I would probably do a thicker gauge than I have in these size. I just don't have anything thicker. That does not seem like the same jump ring. It is. Okay, so there's that. And I love these. They are balanced ear wires. As you can see, they've got this little 90-degree angle right here. Or not 90 degree, but, well, it does. It's a little 90-degree angle right here. And they balance on your ears, and so they make the earrings hang really nice. I get these from Fire Mountain. I can't say that I've seen them anywhere else. Oh, see, now this is a little big, so we're going to have to change this. Just do a smaller hoop. I don't need them so big. It's basically just to attach the loop. And that one's put on backwards, which happens all the time. So, okay. So let me find a earring card and I'll show you those. Alrighty, and because they're so big, I don't know if it's going to fit on this one, but so we're going to put the hole right under the ears here. go about right there. Okay, that's lower than it's supposed to be. I just happen to have holes up there. Okay. And to keep these on your earring cards, I just get those little rubber pieces that go in the back. And that way when you put them in a box for storage until your show, your earrings are not going to come off. Okay, and there you go. Are those cool? I hope people like them. Okay, and I'll do the same thing with these. I'll put my hoops in here and make those. Now these are cool. And what I would love to do on this would be to just lay something gold right here. So let me see if I have a charm or something I can use, and I'll show you what those look like. I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I've got a whole container full of all kinds of different charms. I found 2 in here. No, definitely not. That's not one I want to use. Now, that would look great with a different shape. I think those are a little too big. It's got wire on it. That might not look too bad. But I only have one. And I don't think I'm gonna like that one. Oh, no, no, absolutely not. Well, darn, I only have one of these, or one of the ones that I had in here, which is that leaf. I could have sworn I had more of those. So we'll check one more thing, but yeah, you can put anything on there. You don't have to put anything on there, actually, but if you want to give it a little bit more dimension. And these are some leaves, but I'll guarantee they are way too long. And they curve, so they're not going to lay on there at all. I have so much in silver. I don't usually have a whole lot in gold, just because of the fact that the gold are just so bright yellow. And y'all know how much I hate bright yellow gold. Well, doesn't look like I have anything that I can see for this pair, and I don't want to leave you guys here until I find something. I mean, you could even use copper, you can even use brass. But on this one, let me show you a different way. Excuse me, I had a little bit of a congestion this morning. That's finding out how you want to hang these. So you can hang them like that with the sharper piece on the bottom. So there we go. So that's how they both are. So you can hang them like that. You can have them towards the inside. Since these kind of flare out to the side, we're going to use that. And we'll put the hole right here, but I'm going to use a bail instead. So let me grab a couple bails. Alrighty, so we added a couple bails to these, and I thought I was recording and something had gone wrong with my phone, and I didn't. But anyways, there's the bales that I've been getting have these little extra hoops on them for a necklace. And when you put them on an earring, they just make them really long, and they kind of look funky. So I took that off. I don't really like this big hoop. I know I have bales that don't have that big hoop, but I took this off, and you can see the difference in the length in them. There's a huge difference. I can't find a charm right now, but I am going to add some kind of a charm, or I will look online and see if I can find something cute. Just something small to put on the front to give it dimension. The other problem with that is that it makes you lose what you did. You won't be able to see it as well. So anyways, those are what we did with them. And like I said, I promised myself that I would complete stuff as I do it. So I'm happy that I did that. Now I don't have to worry about doing it. And we're going to put these together as well. And I don't know what I'm going to do with the pendant. I don't normally wear pendants. So here's that one. I don't know if you can see the sparkle. You may not. I don't know what to do with that. I mean, yes, you can hang a bail on that as well. And just put it on a piece of leather cord or chain. Or you can find some beads, I guess, that would match this and make a necklace. I don't know. I'm not into making pendants with these. I know a lot of people do, and they turn out really good. I just never know what to do with them. So that's it for today, guys. Again, I'm going to put my link to my cutters. I'm going to have to figure out what number these are, but these are number 2. These are just a set. You get a set of a 150 inch and a 2 inch on these. These are just an organic shape, so if you put organic, they will show up. This is kite earrings, so if you put kite earrings in it, these should show up. And these are 1.5. So I have these all the way down to a 3/4 of an inch. Obviously, the 3/4 of the inch, you're not going to be able to use the center. 125, 150 and up, I would think. I'm not quite sure about the 1 inch either, but you don't have to use the center either. You know, you can just make a circle, you know, and hang it like that. You can use a square. You don't have to use anything. You can put like a bail right in here or a jump ring and just hang this without anything else. So that's all up to you. Also, on my Me and the Mutts page, we do have a lot of cane up there. I've got flower canes. I don't think I have kaleidoscope canes up there. I think it's mostly some of my old flowers. So if you want to check those out, I will link you to those too. Help me get rid of them, and that way I can make a whole bunch more cane without worrying about where to store it all. But anyways, that's it. And expecting my grandkids over within the hour. They're hot. They want to use the pool. So they're going to be here today, so I don't think I'm going to have time to do another video. I really like to get back into 2 a week. I felt better. I felt more productive. Not being able to be in here for a couple of weeks has just been horrible. But anyways, that's it for today, guys. You guys have a wonderful week. I know it's almost over. Enjoy the heat, which I know a lot of you are sick of the heat already, but if you're sick of the heat, then it's going to start getting cold, and I like my heat. I really like my heat. So I will talk to you guys later, and we will see you next time around. Be safe. Bye.